way to realizing the nature of the consciousness, and how that the mind is only an instrument of the consciousness. It's one of the most powerful methods of evaluation of yourself, of understanding your strengths, weaknesses, challenges, opportunities, working with that. So when we say Kriya Yoga, Tapaswadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana is the heart of what yoga is. It is a transformative process. In that, it's very evident in the Yoga Sutra that Patanjali himself gives only one sutra to asana. The word asana appears only once.
Mm.
Comes in contact with connection with that is how do we achieve stiratvam and that state of sukham in asana, and what is the outcome, which is dvandva anabhigataha. But that itself is a stepping stone, because in the pursuit of, you see that yoga itself is a holistic
Mm.
process. The whole is dharana, dhyana, samadhi. That is the bulk of the yoga sutra, yoga shastra. But if one has to bring your mind to a state of concentration, the senses cannot be a distraction. They need to
Mm.
be self-regulated. That is why pratyahara becomes important. Pratyahara is not forcibly shutting your eyes or plugging your ears. It has to happen naturally. There is a withdrawal, but the senses are always being drawn to the objects outside. So the only thing that will help us to bring the sensory involuntary rapid sense activity under control is pranayama. It is only through
Mm.
the breath that you can restrain the involuntary uncontrolled movement of the senses. Now, for pranayama, there is a very clear process that is outlined, whether it's the Bhagavad Gita or the other literature. The need for a certain, tasmin sati shwasa prashwasa yoho gati vichedaha pranayama. There is a certain eligibility. So, you need to have control over the body. The spine has to be erect. You have to be maintaining that the samakaya shiro grivam position, and that pranayama needs to be done for a long time. And so that the body is not a hindrance in the process of pranayama, asana is suggested. The purpose of asana, stiram and sukham, is to ensure that your body is prepared for pranayama, and that pranayama will facilitate pratyahara, leading the way to dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Now you could say, shadanga yoga finished, why do we need yama and niyama? Why has Patanjali put yama first? Because that is the first step. How do you work with yourself? How do you look at dhyanam? How do you evolve to a state where you are burning the seeds of karma, unless you bring in a transformation in your relationships? And so yama as the personal disciplines. How do we deal with the people around us? How do I live my life in such a way that my life is not causing harm to another and I am not
Mm.
negatively influenced by others? Then
Mm.
the onus shifts to niyama, my personal sadhana, because the challenges on the path of yoga sadhana are not ordinary. And see, the problem is, I think we are all taken in by that chamatkara, we call it the glamour of asana. So, oh, I can do that, I can do that. See, I can hold this posture for so long. So, what a perfect Pincha Mayurasana, what a perfect Bakasana, what a perfect Shirsasana. All right, well and good. Yes, it shows that you have worked with your body, but that is not the heart of yoga.
Mm.
Part of yoga is transformation. That transformation can happen only when you go through the process, for which shraddha is needed. You need a guru, guru mukha grahanam. It has to be learned from a teacher. There has to be abhyasa, there has to be vairagya. All the ashtanga has to be in place. Otherwise, there's no point in calling ourselves practitioners or teachers of yoga, because then you're just practicing posture.